This room is filled with excellence. And for the past 20 years, the Institute has fueled that excellence, brought out that excellence, but it was for the sake of something greater than ourselves.
Good evening and welcome to the 20th anniversary celebration of the Institute for Responsible Citizenship. The Institute began out of prayer and out of a dream. And so this evening we commend this evening's program back to Almighty God.
And that's a tune I wrote called Peak Velocity. The idea was I wanted to cram as much intensity as possible into a very brief period of time, an experience not unlike that of the Institute.
When we graduated, Mr. Keys, he called me and I was at home and I'll never forget it. And I was having a conversation with him and he said, "What are you gonna do next?" And I was a little scared to tell him what I wanted to do next because it wasn't going to get my master's or my MBA or any of that kind of stuff. I said, I think I want to go to fashion design school. And I was waiting for him to be like, okay. But he was like, "I think that's great. You should do it. If it's your purpose, if it's your passion, go ahead and do it." And that support, that type of support has meant the world to me. And he calls frequently to check on me and just to see how everything is going. And I'm very encouraged that he has never let go of the vision and the purpose for the Institute. And I am a product of that with many of my brothers that are in this room. So don't let go. Whatever you do, don't let go.
Ladies and gentlemen, please turn your attention to the screen for a tribute by alumni, the Honorable Hassa Kingo.
I can't help but be tremendously thankful to Dr. Keys, to all the members of the Institute for all of the wonderful things that, and the lessons that I learned, the friendships that I built, that have imparted onto me life-affirming lessons and lessons that I will continue to carry as I pursue my career on the bench from now and for however long I continue to do so. So thank you.
The Institute was one of the most pivotal programs of my life. I entered into the program in 2010, going to DC for the first time, not knowing really anybody, and I met Dr. Bill Keys there, and he's been a mentor, a friend, and a confidant since that time.
When I think about what this organization means to me, I think about who I might be without it, and it's not a pretty sight. I am forever grateful for this organization, and I am excited to be a part of it for the next 20 years.
Now, this evening is a celebration of the Institute and 20 years of scholars, supporters, and friends. But it is also a celebration of Dr. Keys and all that he has done.
And I thank God that he called me to this work. It is by far the most important thing, the most rewarding thing I have ever done with my life. And I've had the opportunity to do some pretty daggone important things. But nothing compares to this. And when people say, "Bill, you're doing such a great thing, you're doing such a great job," the only reason you say that is because I'm associated with really, really great people who are doing great things. It's not about me, it's really about them, right? And I just want to make sure that I make that point loud and clear. What a blessing it is for me to be associated with these guys. My daughter is the person who put all of this together. And, you know, I think she's done a heck of a job. And the really great thing about being me is that when I ask one Lola to do something, I get another Lola to chime in too. For you?
The Institute has been pivotal in my own life in seeing ambitious young black men who I could be inspired by, that I could look to and be encouraged by, but also that I could get sponsors in the people like Dr. Keyes. And so the Institute was tremendously impactful in my life.
Now, for my favorite part of the night, we're going to introduce you to Institute alumni and scholars. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is why I love to get up and go to work every day.
When my dad set out with this plan 20 years ago, like you have this idea, right? Like, oh, in 100 years or whatever, that we're gonna have these great guys and they're gonna be doing stuff. I don't think anyone could have dreamed that there would be a group of people this successful, this passionate, hardworking, driven. You know, he's talked about the Rhodes Scholars, the Truman Scholars, all that stuff. But in addition to that, what we're starting to see is we've got good husbands, good fathers, good friends, good sons.
I want to honor Elijah for being really a stalwart member of this Institute family from the very beginning through now. There are a lot of groups where there's somebody who just stands out, and Rakeem stands out. You know, you just meet him and you know he's just not your average cat. But this guy is genuinely humble. He's genuinely humble. And that is something that I admire greatly. So, Rakeem Brooks, Elijah Hayward. All right, thanks everybody.